5 days left in Africa. I'm still so excited about the elephants yesterday. I don't know if the excitement came across on the video, but seriously, that was awesome. Okay, so 5 days left in South Africa. We're going to church and see what happens. And I just had to hop the gate because I left my computer and my keys at the church yesterday and I got back too late for them to get it. But I can get out of the house now without the keys. Oops, we're late now. We went in to get my stuff from Rowan's office and then we started watching Trevor Noah, which is like this comedian guy here, who's hilarious by the way. And now we're late, so we have to get to the office. Okay, so still wicked excited about the elephants. I keep telling everybody about them and being like, and it was so cool and there were so many different textures and they explained everything and it was really awesome. Okay, I need to go help Judy move things into the storeroom and tell her what I did to the storeroom so that she can label things properly so that they can continue using it the way it should be used. And then I'm going with Mulet apparently today, so here we go. Yes, what are you doing today?
Good morning, Alicia. You with Mulet today and we're going to Olifantsbos. We're first going to stop at the door-to-door healthcare workers that is running the campaign for me in Olifantsbos. I've got 50 volunteers now working there, going house to house and giving information on HIV, STIs, TB, etc. And yeah, I need to get reports from them and attendance registers so I can submit to Office for Payments, but you can also observe what they're doing actually, and then we will go to King's Hope where you can meet all the home-based carers from the NGO. Normally Fridays they have info sessions in the morning and maybe you can go out with them to the houses for the people that they care for. So yeah, in the brief, that's what we're gonna do today.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so this is more of a formal settlement. So you can see there's like houses and stuff, although there are still some shacks off to the side from people that haven't been put into houses yet. So, yeah.
If we're looking at region 4 of Tshwane, which is one region out of the 7, for the month of May only, we've identified 88 orphans. That means it's a child without any supervision, any caretaker or any mother or father. And then we've identified like 74 child-headed households. It means this is where a child under the age of 15 are in charge of the house and the rest of the siblings, and to see that they eat and go to school and have all the responsibilities a normal adult would have. So yes, this is quite serious to us, and we need to see in what way we can assist these orphans and also the child-headed households so they can get in some way a grant from government to sustain and be placed maybe sometimes under caretakers that can go and supervise on the kids all the time. So yes, that's one of the things of door-to-door is to identify vulnerable kids and orphans and to make sure that we accommodate and address their needs in the communities.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you can, yeah, on the roofs. It was a project also by one of the banks to provide solar heating so people can have warm water at least. And it was a trial run because it's only a specific area that was accommodated for the time.
Yeah.
You know. But there's a lot of salons here.
There are a lot of salons.
Yeah, look at the new salon. Morning, how are you? this is like a real supermarket.
There we go. That's actually cool.
Oh, look at the brooms.
Little takeout places.
Morning. And look at the chicken.
The chicken!
You can buy a chicken.
Yeah, I don't want chicken. I don't know what I would do with a chicken.
No, it's for cooking tonight.
I know, but I can't kill a chicken.
African hut, buck and stew.
Sure.
Mukhodu. You know what's mukhodu?
No,
It's like
mukhodu.
offal. It's like the puekies and
Okay.
the intestines of the sheep and cow that
Oh.
they cook. Yeah, we do eat that.
That's,
Yeah.
I should
I
have some
want
of
to
that.
show you Mollywood.
Mollywood.
Did you see Mollywood?
No.
Welcome to Mollywood.
Awesome.
Awesome.
There we go.
Car wash.
Car
Your
wash.
local car wash.
Car wash.
See?
There you go.
Yeah.
Right there.
Perfect. They do it all.
Wow. Here's the Mollywood side. You have to get closer. My camera can't see it. There it is. Your double-decker bus. There you go. There you go.
Felix Gold and Diamond Exchange. Look at this.
Look at that.
Isn't this excellent?
Yes.
Huh?
Job creation. It's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Isn't this is beautiful, you know what?
Yeah.
Tega supermarket. Initiatives. They've got so much initiative.
Initiative, yeah.
Hey, on every street corner I thought it's a shebeen, it's a salon. Yeah. This is the park where we have a lot of our events. It's like a park, you know, but mostly a lot of our events we do here, testing and information sessions and whatever. And then this tent we use for training. In front it's one of the church tents that they offer for us for training, but they're busy to build the church next door, so you can see there's some development going on, and that's so lovely. Yeah. We've got a new Liefenout Bosch because there's 80,000 people. There's like 3 primary schools and 3 high schools.
Wow.
Yeah. Look at this sewing machine. He's doing sewing.
Sewing.
Lovely.
That's cool.
Great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sewing is fun.
Here's Mr. Bones Buy and Braai. Check
Yes.
Mr. Bones Buy and Braai. What is he selling today? Hey, you've got good braai.
Yeah,
Good bread.
yeah, Mr. Bones Buy and Braai.
Mr. Bones Buy and Braai. Oh, you know what's so nice is, if I've been here, you've got this vibe, this energy that, you know, is just filling your body. I just have this energy. They've got so much energy, you know, and yeah, we have a lot of African, how can I say, churches from South Africa supporting, that have put up 10 churches to support, you know, and do outreach as well.
That's awesome.
But I think longer than the Mooiplaas informal settlement around, maybe the last 30 years. I think in the 70s already it started out,
Okay.
you know, yeah. And like at least there's electricity here and there's running water, you know. But yeah, still needs a lot of work, social development work and health to be supported, because they've only got one clinic here that's running 24/7 to give services to as a healthcare clinic. But yeah, it's not sufficient for 80,000 people.
No, one is not.
No.
That doesn't work. How much work does it take to get from being an informal settlement to a formal settlement?
Oh, well, first of all, capital, I think it's one of the biggest problems. And that's why you need to get really, you know, money, banks in or developers in that can support, and part of their social responsibility to commit to develop a specific amount of houses. Of course, yes, government also have a housing budget, and they also need to do a certain amount of RDP houses, that they call it. But yeah, it takes many years. takes many years because also of influx of people. You know, you get people moving around. What we found is people move around in informal settlements in areas. This year they stay in Oliphant, next year they stay in Soshanguve on the other side of town. So people move around a lot, you know, and yeah.
And then the people used to bring it stuff, and then I'm selling for 10 rands, 5 rand, 2 rand 50, 1 rand.
All right. So the stuff comes in from from where?
People. Somebody saw me want it, say, Meskiness, you don't want it, to bring it here.
They bring it here?
Yes.
And what do you guys do with the money?
Sorry?
What do you do with the money?
Money ni mama makhtere, and then she give it to she buy to staff for volunteers.
For the volunteers?
Volunteer
and
garden.
For the garden. Okay.
Yes.
So like the seeds and stuff?
Sorry?
Seeds that you plant in the garden? And
Mama, and then seeds you all go, and then mama makhtere, and then buy seeds.
yeah.
This is Evelyn that I talked to you about.
Okay. What's the thing that you need the most?
What I need the most
Yeah.
in my team, in my program.
In your program, yeah.
Yeah, I can say I need a training, and also my team, they also need training so that we can have more knowledge when we go out. And we also need people to identify us. We want people to identify us. Like for now, we don't have uniforms. People, they don't know us really.
Okay.
Yeah, and then yeah.
Yeah. What is your biggest joy in the project?
The biggest joy is when we have many people, and then we talk, and then people ask questions. Like when we are with them, we don't know anything. It's like we're helping one another. They ask questions, we answer. We ask questions, they answer. You know,
Yeah.
It's what I enjoy most. And also when we play drama, it's what I enjoy most because it's what I'm good at.
Good at, yeah.
When it comes to drama, yeah.
Cool, cool.
Basically, our main goal is to care and support people living with HIV through mainly support groups and counseling. And that is counseling on adherence, seeing that they adhere to their medication, because sometimes when someone is tested, it's so fast, like when you go to the clinic where there's a big queue there, someone goes to get tested, whether you are positive or not, it's just so fast that you don't get enough counseling. People don't even know the importance of their CD4, that I should know my CD4. I should know why I should adhere to my medication. So we target those kind of people that have been recently recognized. And in our support groups, we do the IH support groups, whereby we try to empower them, to show them that HIV now is just like any other disease. It's like your high blood, it's like your diabetes. We can still work and live normal lives. That is mainly for them, to empower them to take care of their own lives, because no one can. Because someone, you know, there's been this perception that when someone is HIV, says, "Me, I'm dying," it's always talking about their status. One saying no to that. You are just like everyone else. You can go out there and look for a job. You can even start your own family. You can live just like a normal, like how things used to be. Just the only difference is you're taking your medication at 8 every day, or at 6 every day. Yeah, that's basically what we do mostly, just to care and support people living with HIV.
Alright.
And really, I mean, we are working here, there is no money, but because of the love and the patience that we have, we're still here, still serving the community. The money that we have, it's too little, it's the stipend. So we don't have anything, but because of the love, we are still here, and then we are still doing the good job.
That's good. That's awesome. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
That again. Go ahead.
My name is Louisa Makeleni. I'm running a OVC program, which means it's orphan and vulnerable children. We are not taking only for the orphans. We also take care of the children which their environment is not good. maybe the mother is abusing the alcohol, because those children are in risk in the end of the day. So we run a program every day, Monday to Friday. We've got a drop-in center. The children, they are coming to our center. We give them food, and then after that we help them with homeworks. If maybe they are behind some of things at school, we help them. And then we've got school programs. We are doing the memory books. Like some of the children, they didn't have the parents, so we want them to write down where the time the mother passed away, everything. End of the day, when they grow up, they can know their history and the things which they have make them happy. And then when they come across with the difficulties, then they can go back to the memory books and check it. And also, our children, there is the church is sponsoring us December. It used to take 100 kids to the camp. Is sort of team building, because some of the children they have got a lot of challenges. As we run this program, we don't have enough funds. We are not meeting their needs. So it's challenging because there is a peer pressure to other kids. They've got a lot of things. So to this program, they are teaching them a lot of things, and also the Bible. Yeah. Yes, yeah. We also give them the food, but we don't have specific person who give us food. If maybe we've got some donors, they give us food. We look, those are HIV positive and orphans, so it's our first priorities. Yeah.
And now we do paperwork.
No.
So where are we going?
We're going to a few sites where we are counseling, and groundworks have started because we're building up offices there.
Cool. So is this where the things are going to be?
Yeah.
The things.
Just leveling the ground now, and then.
And these are going to be counseling rooms,
That's right,
things
yes.
to help the people that need counseling. And these are the gentlemen that donated for this?
Yes,
All
they're
right.
part of Bidvest.
Awesome. Solved the problems of this little world over biltong and cheese and some chocolate. It was good. It still amazes me how efficiently these meetings work and how cooperative everyone is. And so we have this game plan that projects for the next like 6 months to a year to fix like everything. It's gonna need a lot of time and effort and work, but it's gonna be awesome. So I had a fun dinner with Mulet and her 2 sons and soon to eventually be daughter-in-law. It was a lot of fun. But who's got today? Today, I was really struck by the meeting that we had between all the leaders of the people, and it worked so well. I'm still really like impressed by how these people do meetings, because it wasn't work and how do we deal with these problems that we have. Although they were dealing with problems that they had, they didn't sit there and complain and mope and groan about it all and feel all defeatist and say how everything wasn't working. They really just sat down and said, okay, what are the needs of the people, not what are the problems with our organization, and how do we meet those? Who do we have that will meet those? And they weren't looking for things that they didn't have. They weren't like, oh, if we just had, oh, if we just had, oh, if we just, they would say, okay, this is what we have. This is what needs to be met. How do we meet these needs with what we have? Who do we know? And they all knew, like, everybody by first name. And who's going to contact who, and how is this going to work? And they made a real practical, applicable plan. And they all worked together. And they weren't saying, you need to change and do this for me, or you need to do that because I can't, or whatever. They said, who are you? What gifts has God given you? And how does that work to meet these needs? What pieces of the puzzle are you? How do we work together? And it was amazing to see. And the only way I can see that it worked is because they weren't doing it for themselves. They weren't doing it for the sake of the project. They were doing it for God. He was the head of that body. And they were all the different pieces, but they were following what God needed to do in that community. And so today, God is the head of the body.